Okay. 4K 60, 4K 30, 2K 30, 1080, Sony sensor, image stabilization, external microphone, Wi-Fi, maximum 256 gigabytes. Ooh, it has a lavalier microphone. Record crystal clear sound. Vlogging, interview. Ooh, you can do a lot of stuff with this camera. This is called marketing. 64 gig. Oh, they include a 64 gigabyte card. Let's check out some of the reviews. This little camera really surprised me. It records in 4K. The video quality is super clear, and it comes with external microphone that captures audio really well. Super quality vlog videos. Super quality. Crystal clear. And then this person says horrible, not worth the price. Absolutely not what it's described as. The entire listing is a lie. There's barely any image stabilization. Choppy and definitely not 4K 60 frames per second. You see where I'm going with this. A lot of these 5-star reviews, I don't know, man, they're full of shit. They always start with the worst one. Don't buy. Piece of crap, made me lose a lot of great pictures and videos, dysfunction, trashed it into a dumpster because I was so upset. All right, let's get into it. All right, the 4K pocket camera. It's not a gimbal camera, all right? It is not a gimbal camera, okay? All it does, this doesn't even rotate, you know, around like that. All this does is rotate left and right. You could do the same thing with if you turn your hand, basically. But when you move this, make sure you don't touch the lens, because your fingerprints will get all over it and it compromises the video quality if that happens. It's supposed to look like a gimbal, but it's not. Instruction manual. The print is so small you can't even see it. All right, so you can pause it and look at it if you want. All right, so the app is called XDV Pro. It's got 2.2 stars on Google. I'm just saying. All right, so it's MP4 format, not MOV or AVI, thank God. H.264 compression. The battery life it's a 1,000 milliamp battery, 2 hours of battery time, they claim. I've got about an hour and a half or so, depending on conditions, depending on what you're filming, depending on how much you use the Wi-Fi. It shortens that amount a lot. Charging time is 2.5 hours. Windows XP, remember what else you got? Weight 70 grams. In case you got an alligator clip here with a GoPro type mount that you could use, clip onto your shirt. You got the lavalier microphone because it supports external audio. Little carry pouch here. A USB Type-C cable. Strap of some sort. More GoPro type accessories here. Mounting options. You get the little lanyard that you could use to hang around your neck or around your arm, whatever. The usual cheap, no-name micro SD card. It's nice that they provide that. Menu navigation buttons on the side. Stop and start record here. And to set stuff in the menu. You got to access the menu, this is the M button. Power on and off. The microphone, I think. You got the lens. Got a little screen in front, the micro SD on the side. You get the thing for the lanyard right there. And you get the quarter 20 mount on the bottom. And these are speakers, I believe, for when you're playing it back. All right, so to turn it on, get that one. When you go through the menu, use the buttons on the side here to navigate when you're going through the menu. Go down to your settings and then menu. Okay, so for resolution, you get the different options. 4K 30, 2.7, all that crap. Electronic image stabilization. Image stabilization, I can't say that word for some reason. Wi-Fi. You turn it on or off. But the quick way to turn it on or off is just long press the top button. That's the quick way to turn the Wi-Fi on and off. Wi-Fi info, Wi-Fi reset. That's the indicator. You can turn the indicator light on or off. Screensaver. How long do you want the screensaver before the screensaver comes on to save battery? So the screen doesn't stay on all the time. You kills off the battery. Microphone, you could use the built-in or external microphone. You have the option to do that. Time shutdown, how long you want before it shuts down when it's idle. Key tone, you could turn the key tone on or off if it annoys you. Language, self-explanatory. Time, date, format, version of software, and that's it. Image stabilization, white balance, exposure. You can set these up in the app too. It's a lot easier than going through this. Metering mode, sharpness, video quality. You just like to set it at the highest setting. Watermark. You can turn the watermark, the time date stamp on the video on or off. You can turn the sound on or off for the video. Gyro calibration, electronic image stabilization. Yeah. Okay, so you gotta go to menu once it's in standby mode. And you gotta go up here and then hit that. So once you select which one, you play it back or delete. To play back something, you go in and you select whichever one, and then you hit this one to play back. Play back the files, view the files. To delete a photo or a video, you select which one, and then you long press, and that comes up. It goes, are you sure? So you have to highlight whichever choice you have in blue, and then you hit that, and then it deletes it. You could use this to toggle between the video, toggle between the video mode and the photo mode. And this one up here, I forgot about. This is the mode select. XDV Pro. You already turned the Wi-Fi on the camera, so connect the camera. I have to connect with the camera first with the Wi-Fi. Now there it is, X3 Pro. Yeah, X3 Pro, so it says it on the front of the camera, the display. So I hit that. And the password's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now it will connect, hopefully. Checking the quality of the internet. All right, it's connected. So we go back to the app, connect, record, stop recording. Get a little gear up here to select all your different resolutions and settings, image stabilization, white balance, exposure, metering mode, all that crap. Watermark on and off, sound, image rotation, Wi-Fi, screensaver, time shutdown. Yeah, all your different things that you want to go into here. Time, date, if you want to take a photo, go back into video mode. Push the video start button, so you're recording a video. Stop video, hit it again. To go into your folder or your album, whatever you want to call it, you hit that on the left side. It's for your video folder, and you have to go into photo mode to access the photo folder. Okay, so to delete a video or photo, on the left hand, it's hard to see on this phone for some reason. I can't make it scroll up or down, but you have to hit the left hand side. And I think there's a trash bin there. Then you see the little circle, and you select. And then you could choose what you want to delete. Are you sure you don't want to delete? Yes or no? And it deletes it. That's how you delete it. You got to go down into the bottom where this yellow bar. For some reason, it's hard to see on this phone. That's how you delete your photos or videos. Or you could just plug it into the computer and delete it that way, or play the videos, whatever you want to do. Into your different resolution settings by hitting that button on the side, on the right hand side there. Go into your different options: loop recording, slow motion, time lapse mode, whatever. It does loop record. It just continuously records for about 16 minutes. It just records, and then it just records continuously for 16 minutes. Every 16 minute files continuously until the memory card runs out of space. Each file, if we go into the properties, each file is like 3.5 gigabytes, a little over 3.5 gigabytes. Go into the details. 16 minutes, and it's 2K. I'm not even gonna bother with 4K with this because it doesn't make a difference. It barely makes the quality barely makes a difference at all. 30 frames per second, and there's the bit rate is 31 megabits per second. There's the resolution, there's the time, there's the frames per second. So there you go. Each file takes up, I said that already, it takes up about a little over 3.5 gigabytes. Each 16-minute file, 2K, quote unquote 2K. It literally looks like upscaled, 1080, or maybe even 720. I'm not sure. Because if you have it in the internal microphone mode, and then I guess the external microphone won't work if you plug it in. Just you have to go into the settings, and if you have it, just like I tested it just now, if you have it in the external microphone mode, and then you unplug it, or let's say the cord gets ripped out or something like that, for whatever reason, then you won't be recording. It won't revert back to the internal microphone. You won't be recording sound. You just won't have any audio. The internal microphone for this thing is, okay, it works, but I got it on the internal microphone setting. I'm going to plug in now the external microphone, see if it makes any difference. I want to know if there's going to be sound or not sound coming out, or if it just stays in the internal microphone mode. Because if you have it in the external microphone setting and you unplug it, or it gets pulled out of the camera, the cord, then you just won't be recording audio all of a sudden. So there's no indicator on the screen that tells you whether or not it's the internal microphone or external microphone that's recording. I also wish there was a I forgot what else I was going to say. I'll remember it later. But what the hell was I going to say? I don't remember. You hate when you have a thought and you can't remember what it is. Anyhow, this is the external microphone sound of the the Zomfom 4K camera. Checking for detail. See which one does better. Out. Oh my God. Yeah, that's how people drive in this place, like idiots. Why are these people so stupid? We were right in the middle of the sidewalk, right? People are getting more and more depraved every single day.